Hello and welcome to my Building a Website for Dummies tutorial. Most people, when they think about building their first website, they get very intimidating and they think it's very technical, and a lot of people end up outsourcing this process to a professional and getting charged a lot of money. Now if you're one of those people, don't worry, because it's really not that technical. It's actually really easy, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. Now it's a very hot day here in Indonesia today, so I'm going to jump onto my PC downstairs and I'll show you what to do. Building a website is essentially a very simple three-step formula. The first thing we're going to do is choose a domain name. Then we're going to buy hosting and link it up with the domain name that we bought. And then we're going to install WordPress and set it up on our website. A domain name is essentially an address, so you can think of it as your house, your home address, and it's your property that you're going to have on the internet. When choosing a domain name, you really need to be thinking about what you're going to be using your website for. So are you going to be creating a blog to brand yourself, or are you going to have some kind of store where you're selling products? If you have a blog, so for example you want to tell people different recipes, or you want to make tutorials about how to wash your cat or cut your chicken's toenails, then you might want to use your own name as the domain name. So for example, my blog is jonoarmstrong.com, after my own name. Now if you have a company or you sell a service, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, dentist, fisherman, etc., then you might want to make your domain name relative to the type of work that you do. So for example, here we have Thompson's window cleaners, which are obviously window cleaners. And the final one is if you are selling a product, if you have an e-commerce store, or if you are promoting one particular product. Now this is important if you are promoting a niche product. So for example, you're selling dog necklaces and that's all that you focus on selling, or you just sell one type of reading light. A lot of people, a lot of affiliates do this when they're creating niche stores around Amazon products. So in this case, what you want to do is you need to think about your target customer and what they're going to be writing into Google to be able to find the product that you're promoting. And this is important because the domain name that you choose will highly affect the ranks that you manage to get in Google. So for example, you are selling purple dog necklaces, then you want to make your domain name to be purple dog necklaces if that's all that you're selling. There's a process that we go through to be able to do this, and there's a lot of free tools out there that will enable us and help us to be able to do this. It's called keyword research. Now one of the best free keyword research tools out there is called Google Keyword Planner. And although it is free and it is very, very good, you do actually have to already have a website to be able to sign up for the Google Keyword Planner, which is a little bit ironic in this case. But the reason they do it is because they have an advertising platform called AdWords that you need to sign up for in able to use this keyword planner. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to use a different free keyword research tool, which the address is written on here, and I'll also put it in the description so you can get on it easily. So let's go over there now and do a bit of research. Okay, so this is the keyword tool, and for the sake of this tutorial I'm going to be searching for a keyword called blackhead mask. This is because I do have an e-commerce store that sells blackhead masks. They're basically it's a cream that you put on your face, you let it dry, you peel it off, and it pulls out all the blackheads and whiteheads. You might have seen it on Instagram and places like that before. But anyway, this is the keyword that I'm going to be searching for, and ultimately this is what I want to put in my domain name so that I will get more chance of people finding me on Google. So let's just do a quick search for this now. Okay, so you can see blackhead mask itself has 60,000 searches per month, and the trend says that it went up not so long ago, and here we go, it went up in January and it's kind of tailing off a little bit. So and also over here you have the cost per click. Now this is what advertisers use to bid on these different keywords. So the higher the cost per click gives you a general indication of how competitive the keyword is and how much more difficult it will be to rank it on Google, and ultimately how much more difficult it will be available as a domain name, or it probably won't be available as a domain name. So we need to dig down a little bit deeper, and this tool will give us related suggestions that we can use. Now some of these keywords will not be relevant to my blackhead mask that I'm trying to sell. For example here, blackhead removal, that won't be relevant. Blackhead extractor, because I'm not selling an extractor, I'm selling a mask. Blackhead removal tool, so none of these will be relevant. I'm only going to take the keywords that are relevant to what I'm trying to sell. So let me take blackhead removal mask. That has 22,000 searches a month. The cost per click is not too expensive, so the competition shouldn't be too bad. And I'm just going to paste it into Notepad. The next one we have is blackhead mask. Okay, I'll take it anyway, just in case. I was going to say it's split up into 3 different words, but you know, yeah, let's just carry on. Blackhead removal tool, no. Best blackhead. Blackhead peel off mask. This sounds like a good one. 3,620 searches per month. The advertising cost per click is 49 cents, which is a lot lower than the rest of them. So I think we might be onto a winner there. Blackhead face mask. Let's take this one as well. Even though the cost per click is a little bit more expensive, it does get more searches. Let's take this one. Face mask for blackheads. Let's take this one as well. Okay, so you get the idea. You can just scroll through the list here, and you can get a lot of different variations of the keyword that you're searching for, and try to find ones that have that are trending, so they're not actually going down, and that they do have a lot of searches per month. You can order this by clicking on the search tab here. You can order it by low searches to high searches, so just have a look through depending on the keyword that you put in. So now that we have our list of keywords that we can potentially use to register our domain names, what we need to do now is join up our property, register our domain name, and join it up with our hosting, which is the piece of land for our property. So let's go over and do that now. Now, on the subject of hosting, there are a lot of different companies out there that offer hosting. The one that I've chosen is HostGator, and there are a lot of reasons for this. Not only are they the cheapest, and I've compared them with other hosting companies out there, but they also offer the first month for just 1 cent, which I will show you how to do that. I do have a coupon code for you that will allow you to get your first month of hosting for just 1 cent. In just a second we'll go over that. They also give you $100 gift card for Google AdSense, which is an advertising platform that I talked about before, and also they give you $100 voucher for Bing advertising, which is Microsoft's version of advertising, which is great. You get $200 to be able to go and market yourself, which is awesome. So we're gonna jump across to HostGator and get all of this set up right now. So I'm over in HostGator now. I will leave a link in the description that will allow you to get straight through to here, and I'm just going to show you the comparison chart that they have with other hosting companies out there, and it just shows you the differences. So you have GoDaddy, which is a very big hosting platform, HostGator and Squarespace. These are all the big boys in the hosting industry. And as you can see, HostGator is not only the cheapest, but it also offers you unlimited pages, unmetered storage, and you also get the free Google AdWords credit, and also the Yahoo Bing $100 credit, which is awesome. So I'm just going to go up here and register for the baby plan. Now the reason I've chosen the baby plan is because you can register unlimited domains, which means that if you want to set up another store, or you want to set up another blog, you can do it all on this one hosting plan. You don't need to. If you bought this one, then you can only use one domain with it, which would mean that if you wanted to then build more sites later on, then you would either have to buy another one of these plans, or you would have to upgrade. So just to save time in the long run, I'm going to be buying this one today. So we're just gonna go in there now. Okay, and now we're presented with choosing a domain. So we bring up the notepad that we made earlier with the keywords that we managed to find. So let's see if any of these are actually available. Okay, I can't copy and paste it directly in there, so blackhead removal mask. Oops. Get rid of the spaces. See if that's available. No, it's not. It's a very competitive keyword. I didn't really think that one would be available, and I don't think this one will be either. In fact, I know it's not available, so I'm gonna skip that one. Go on to this one. What was it? Blackhead peel off mask. Blackhead peel off mask. Let's see if this one is available, and it is. So it's $12.95 for 1 year. Brilliant. So we'll be taking that one, and yep, we're going with the baby package, and I'm just going to get it per month. Right, need to put a username in here, so I'm just going to put my name for the moment. So Jono, 2 to 12 characters. Okay, Jono 1980. No capital letters. Fair enough. Security pin, which you won't be able to see, but let's put it in there anyway. And then our email. Armstrong 1980 at gmail.com, and write it in again. Right, I'm just gonna pause this so I can fill in all of this information. It's pretty useless me doing it while you're here, because I'm just gonna be blurring it out anyway. So I'll be back once I've done all of this. So I've filled in all my billing details, and I've chosen PayPal to check out. And then you're given these additional add-on services to choose from. You don't have to use any of these. For example, this first one, protect your site from hackers. Okay, this one is recommended, but I'm not going to use it because I do have a software that does this for me. Get professional email. Again, this is optional. It is a good idea if you're going to be doing a professional blog and you do want an email address that coincides with the blog name, with your domain name. But that's $5 a month. I'm not going to choose any of these. Back up your hard work. I do all of this manually, so I'm going to be saving myself a lot there. And yeah, so I've chosen not to go for any of these. And then your coupon code, which, okay, take a note of this. It's all in capitals, hook up. And if you validate that, then you'll see down here that you get the first month for just 1 cent. So untick that. Okay, so the whole lot is going to be $12.96. Agree to the terms and conditions and check out. Okay, this is going to take me through to PayPal, so I won't bother showing you this. I'll just come back when it's all done. Okay, awesome. So I've just gone through PayPal and the payment is completed, and it's now setting my account up. Hopefully this won't take too long. Last time it took about 30 seconds or so, so I'll come back when this is done. Okay, that process took around 40 seconds to complete, and now we're in this page, which is the back end of our hosting account. So if you go up here to the hostings tab and you click up here, then you'll be taken to a page where we can start installing WordPress. So congratulations, give yourself a good pat on the back. You've now completed 2 out of the 3 steps. And we've only got this last step number 3 to go, which is setting up WordPress. So the first thing we need to do is install WordPress on your site via the cPanel. And then we're going to choose a theme. And then we're going to install some useful plugins. And then we're going to customize the theme, which I do have a free theme, which I'm going to give you. If you click on the link below, you can get access to that. This is the theme that we're going to be using in this tutorial. And I'm then going to show you how to customize the home page, customize the menu on all of the pages using categories, and then we're going to make our first post. So let's get back into it. So once you're through to the hosting tab, you want to make sure that you have the domain name that you chose there, which in my case is Blackhead Peel Off Mask. Scroll down to special offers and click this WordPress icon here. Get started with WordPress today. And what this is going to do is it's going to install the basic version of WordPress on your website, which we're then going to go in and customize and get it all set up in a minute. So this is taking us through to the control panel, or the cPanel, where we can then go into site builders and CMS and we can install WordPress. So select the domain for your installation, which is the domain that we just registered, and just leave that blank and click next. Blog title, you can actually change all of this stuff later on, but make sure that you do take a note of everything, especially your username and your admin email. You need to write this stuff down. So I'm still in capitals there. Blackhead Mask. Admin username. Okay, this is going to be blurred out. Your first name, Jono. Last name, Armstrong. And the admin email, which I'm going to use as Jono Armstrong 1980 at gmail.com, and feel free to get in touch with me there anytime you like. Agree to the terms and conditions and click install. Now this usually doesn't take very long, but I'm going to pause this video and come back when it's there we go, it's already done. Okay, so make sure that you copy these details and put them into your notepad. Keep them somewhere safe. Okay, so let's just log in. Now if this happens where you get hit with a blank page when you try to log in, or you try to type your new domain name into the address bar and it comes up with something like this, site but can't be reached, don't freak out, okay? This is normal. What's actually going on here is because you've just registered your domain name and your hosting account, it's putting it all together onto the internet, and that does actually take some time. It can take anything between half an hour to 24 hours. If it's any longer than 24 hours, then just get in touch with HostGator billing support and they will get it sorted out as soon as possible. But like I said, don't freak out if this happens, okay? It's totally normal, especially when you've just registered it. So I'm just going to pause the video right now and I'll come back once this is sorted out. So I've just refreshed the page and it now seems to be working fine. It's about an hour later after I paused the video last time, so let's just click on admin login and then bring up our login information that we saved on the notepad. Paste that in there, and the password, paste that in there. Okay, remember me, and let's log in. This is the first thing that you're going to see on your, this is called the dashboard of your WordPress site, and this is the first thing that you're going to be presented with when you get in here. So the first thing that you should do as soon as you get in here is go to the plugins. So click on the left on plugins, and we're going to install some essential plugins that you probably are going to need for your new site. So just click on at the top left here, plugins, add new, and I've actually put together a list of plugins that I actually use on my website, and a lot of them, well, all of them I find completely necessary, but you can just choose which ones you want to install. You don't have to install all of them, but I definitely recommend the first three. The first one is called WordFence Security, and what it is it's like an antivirus for your website. So it has an antivirus, a firewall, and a malware scan, and also it will notify you via email every time you log into your WordPress admin section. So if you get an email from WordFence Security and you haven't actually been logging into your WordPress site, then you'll know that something's not right, and you can get on there and sort it straight away. So I really recommend installing this plugin. So what you do is you go across to search for the plugin, and then you'll put WordFence Security. Now it hasn't actually come up. I did just check it with my site over here, so I'm not sure quite what's going on with this new site that I've just installed, but if I search for it on my old site, on my blog site, then it actually comes up straight away. So if this is what's happening to you right now, then what I've done is I've put together a collection of all of these plugins, and you can access them by clicking on the link up at the top of the screen over here, or down in the description below, and I'll send all of these plugins to you via email so you can upload them, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to click on upload a plugin. We're going to choose the file, and I'm just going to go okay, so WordFence and install. It's really simple to do. You just browse for the file in your computer and then just install it, and then it'll do it straight away, and then all we need to do is just activate it. That's all there is to it. Okay, so that's successfully uploaded, installed successfully, so we just need to activate it. So that's been activated, and after that we just need to put in our email address where we'll be alerted every time somebody logs in. Get alerted. Okay, so I just need to activate that by going to that email address and confirming the link. So back to the plugins, let's install the next one. So again, on the left below plugins, add new. Okay, so I presume that this keyword thing still isn't working, so I'm just going to upload the second one, and this one is going to be Cleanup Optimizer. And what this does is basically it cleans up your database, which is something where all the information is stored on your website, and essentially this just speeds up your website, so it's going to load faster and it's going to be a lot more snappy. So let's go over and upload that plugin. So choose the file, Cleanup Optimizer, open and install. Okay, and there's a few other plugins that I've included. So we've already done the first two. The third one is called WP Fastest Catch, and what that allows you to do is clear all of the information that is stored in the history files, if you like, in your WordPress backend. So again, it's something that's going to speed up your site and make it a lot more speedy. The fourth one is called Yoast SEO, and what that does is when you get around to writing a post which you want to be searchable in Google, then what this plugin does is it checks through all of the words that you've written, makes sure that it's readable, and that it conforms with the keywords that you've chosen to rank that particular article for, and it'll give you a score out of 100, and you just need to tweak a few things here and there to actually make it as close to 100 as possible, so there's much more of a chance that it's going to rank in Google, the higher score that you get on this Yoast SEO plugin. And the final one is called Pretty Link. Now, you're probably not going to need this unless you're actually doing affiliate marketing, because what this does is it actually, let's say that you're promoting a product for Amazon, and you're given a long link which contains your identity, so that when somebody clicks on that link and purchases that product, then Amazon knows that they need to transfer the commissions to you because you have your identification inside that link. The link is really quite long and ugly, so what Pretty Link does is allows you to create a link using the domain name that you have bought. So for example, in my case it's blackheadpeeloffmask.com / something something Amazon product. Say for example I was promoting a child's fishing rod, it would be blackheadpeeloffmask.com / child's fishing rod, or something like that. So it's a nice looking link, and it's actually got your domain in that link as well. And then if somebody clicks on there, then it'll redirect to the ugly Amazon link that you're given in the first place. So that plugin is called Pretty Link. Like I said, I don't think you need that right now, but if you are going to be doing affiliate marketing, then this is definitely essential for that. So I've included all of these plugins in the download folder. So again, if you click on the link over on the right up here, then you'll be able to download it, or down in the description, if you click on that, then you'll be able to download all of these plugins as well. So I'm just going to activate this plugin that we just installed, and then if you want to upload these remaining plugins, then you can go ahead and do that using what I've just shown you just now. So I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to come back once all of these plugins are uploaded and installed correctly. Okay, so I've just installed all of the plugins that I've got on my list that are in the description below, and as you can see, they're all active. If you look on the left hand side here, you got Pretty Link, Word Fence, Cleanup Optimizer, WP Fastest Catch, and what else was there? Yoast SEO. That'll show on the post page when we're there it is, Yoast SEO. So the next thing we want to do is go in and install a theme. And what a theme is, it's the front end of your website. So let's just view the theme that we have installed right now, and it probably won't look very nice. So you click up here on the top left hand side, and you go to View Site, right click, open in a new tab. So that's installed correctly. Now if we just want to check it out, see what it looks like, go to Live Preview, right click, open in a new tab, then this will load up and you can see what it looks like. So as you can see, it does look pretty basic right now, but we can go in and change all of this stuff. I'm not going to go in and do it now because it's going to take too much time, and this tutorial's already running a little bit over. But I'll go and do the basics, like we can change the address, get rid of some of this stuff, and change the menu, and then write a blog post. So let's go in and change the contact us stuff first over here. So in order to customize the address bit and the find us section here, which will also show up here, you need to go to widgets down here on the bottom left, click there, and then click on header, and then you need to edit this part here, which is the find us widget. So you just click on this little downward pointing arrow on the right, and then you can edit it here. So the address, let's say 167 Nelson Avenue, New York, blah 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 blah. Let's change it anyway. Florida. Put some random numbers in there as a postcode. Hours. Well, we don't want to get up that early, so let's try 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock. It's a nice working hour day there. Saturday and Sunday, well, we can't start that early, but we should start at 1 PM. and let's finish at 3 p.m. So let's leave that like that and save that, and then you can see on the right there it's already come up, and just below there in the sidebar it's already up there as well. The next bit we need to customize is this about this site, which will show up here and also down here. This is going to be another widget which is here. So I don't know if you saw what I did then. We were in header, but you just click the left arrow to go back, and then go to sidebar, and then it's down here. It's the bottom one. So click on the downwards arrow, and you could put about. Okay, let's just leave it about this site. I love removing blackheads. I have been removing blackheads since I was 3 years old. Let's just put something like that for the moment, but obviously you're not going to write that. You can change it and write whatever you like. So that is going to show up down here on the sidebar and also in the footer as well. So let's just save and publish that. And you can also add your logo over here. I'll show you how to do that now. If you go back and then back again, get to the main menu here, and we go on site identity. No, sorry, it's not. You go on general, upload your logo. So this will take us to the media library, and let's just use this one as a logo for the moment. There's a lady peeling off her blackhead mask. This will probably show up pretty big, so what you'll want to do is put this, yeah, you see it doesn't look very nice. You probably want this to be about this size and have it on a grey background. So if you have Photoshop or any kind of image editor, you would need to resize this to make it small, and then if you do have an image on the same color background, then it'll fit in a lot better. So anyway, let's just go with this for the moment, save and publish, and then we'd need to go close out of there. Let's just close the page, and this will bring us back to the main dashboard, where we are going to edit the menus. So over here on the left, if you go to pages, all pages, then this will show you all of the pages that are showing on the front page. So you have home, a home page section, about, blog, contact, sample page. Home, a home page section, about, blog, contact page, and sample page, sorry, which is down here. So let's go in and get rid of some of these because we don't need them all. So let's just click on this one. Don't need this one. We don't need a sample page. Home, about, blog, and contact. Okay, that's all we really need, and you can add more later on. So you go to bulk actions and move to the trash, apply, and then once this is saved, we can check out the main page and see what it looks like. Okay, so if we go to the top left, click on the home icon here. If you hover over visit site, right click, open a new tab, then we can preview what it now looks like. And there you go, home, about, blog, and contact. Now this is your home page, so you will want to be writing some stuff on here about what you're selling or what you're all about, and you can do that if you go back here. This is a home page. You click on edit, and then you can type in whatever you like, and you can insert pictures and videos and anything you like really into that page just to customize it. I'm gonna just write some spiel in here and put some pictures in it. I'll be back in a second once I've composed that. Right, so I've managed to get a load of spiel written in here. I've actually just copied and pasted it from the Lorem Ipsum website, so it's just a spiel generator basically. So we go back to here, and we need to make this into a headline. So let's put it as an H1, nice and big. And if you click on this icon here, then it'll allow you to change the text color and bold it and stuff like that. So let's go in and insert a picture, add media. Just going to choose a random one from the media library and just put that one in. And we want to position that left so we get the text to wrap around it. And yeah, you can see where I'm going here. Let's show you how to put a video in there. So insert from a URL. Let's just go to YouTube. This will allow you to insert any video from YouTube that you want. Let's just find one on blackhead masks. So if you do decide to create a video and you upload it to YouTube, then you can then embed that on your website quite easily, and this is pretty disgusting. Let's just choose this one. So you can choose any video you like from YouTube to insert. So if you have your own video, obviously that's going to be better, but if not, then if there's another one that's relevant to your site, then you can insert that one as well. And that's just uploading. Let's position this in the center. We can do that. No.
What's up, Sky Squad?
What is up? I'm sure there is a way to center it, but it's a bit different to the blog that I'm using. But anyway, you get the idea. So you can insert videos, pictures, you can change the headings, and you can put all of your text in there. So then we can see the things that we've done. We've made a logo, we have customized the contacts bar over here, we've written a home page with a video, and if we go over to the blog section, then we should have our post over here. There we go, my first blackhead mask. Continue reading, just click on there, then that should bring it up. So there you go, you have just made your very first website. Just to summarize over what we've done, so you've covered all 3 steps. You've chosen a domain name using the keyword research tool, you've registered it, and you've linked it up with a hosting account in HostGator, and you've installed and set up WordPress, and you've even customized your front page and done your own post. So you now have a website. Well done, give yourself a pat on the back, you've done a brilliant job. Hey, just before you leave, if you enjoyed this tutorial and you would like more in-depth tutorials on how to make money online, search engine optimization and passive income methods, then make sure that you subscribe to my email list by clicking on the link up here on the right or down below in the description, and I will send you links to videos that will not be publicly available on my YouTube channel. These are private videos that are only available for my subscribers, so make sure that you sign up and become one of them, and I'll see you on the inside.